Hello and welcome to Learn Yourself. Today we are going to learn about some of the important compound and their formulas. So how we are going to name a compound, we will remember it or we will learn it by remembering all this ions name, ions chemical name. So this topic is under ICSE Standard 9 syllabus from the chapter number 1. In this, you are going to learn so many compounds. From those compounds, you are going to write molecular formulas. From molecular formulas, you are going to write equation. And from equation, you are going to balance an equation. So, in this series of doing so and so things, the first step is you have to write correct molecular formula. For that, you have to remember some of the ions name. It will be very easy when it is positive ions, because positive ions are always come from the metals. Sodium, aluminium, potassium, calcium and so on. So it is easy to write the name of the positive ion which comes first. But the second ion is negative ion. And sometimes there are polyatomic ions. If it is like a single ion, then it is easy. Chloride, bromide and iodide. But if they are polyatomic means it has more than one atom. 2 atom, 3 atom and so on. So this kind of negative ions have specific names. So we have to use this particular name for our compound. Let us understand one by one, and if you will see it in a particular sequence, then it will be very easy to remember. First is carbonate. If you will add H with it, it will be bicarbonate. Wherever H will come in front of the negative ion, you have to write prefix bi. So this is bicarbonate. And along with this, you have to remember their valencies, because when you are writing molecular formula via crisscross method, we have to cross multiply it with the positive ion. So this is bicarbonate. CO3 is carbonate. When H will come here, it will become bicarbonate. Carbonate's valency is -2. But when it is reacting with H, one of its valency will go and react with hydrogen. So its valency will be -1 and not -2. So this is carbonate, this is bicarbonate. It is losing its one valency to hydrogen. So this is -1 and that is bicarbonate, this is carbonate. For sulfur, we have this 3. If it is SO4, then it is sulfate. When it is S-2, it is sulfide. When it is SO3, it is sulfite. ITE, IDE and ATE. You have to remember this, and all this have -2 valencies. Now these are halides, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and they all have -1 valency, and we termed it as chloride, bromide and iodide. Now like this, if it is sulfide, when we are adding H, it will become bisulfite. This is -2. It is reacting with hydrogen, so it has one less valency compared to this. One less combining capacity compared to this. Now coming towards N. So if it is NO3, it is nitrate. If it is NO2, it is nitrite. If it is N-3, it is nitride. and if it is O, then it is oxide. Now whenever this negative polyatomic ions are reacting with our positive ions, then let us take one example, that Na. Na is positive ion. It has one valency. When it reacts with HCO3, so it will become HCO3. What is the valency? It is -1. So 1, 1 via crisscross method, it will become NaHCO3. Now when we are writing a name of any particular compound, how we are going to write? This we know is sodium, and from this we know it is bicarbonate. So the name of this compound is sodium bicarbonate. Now let us go towards the second one. The same way, sodium will react with carbonate, then it will become sodium carbonate. When sodium will react with sulfate, what will be the molecular formula? NaSO4. It is 1, it is 2. Via crisscross method, it will become Na2SO4. What will be the name? Sodium and sulfate. Sodium sulfate. If it is NaS, then it will become sodium sulfide. Sodium sulfite. Sodium chloride, sodium bromide, sodium iodide. Then sodium bisulfite. Then similarly with each and every positive ion you can add this. If it is calcium, calcium's valency is 2. And here it is nitrate, so NO3 and 1 valency. So CaNO3 twice. This 2 will go here and this nitrate will go in bracket because we have to write there 2. The CH valency will go along with nitrate. Calcium nitrate, calcium nitrite, calcium nitride, calcium oxide, sodium oxide, and so on. So this is the way you are writing a name of a compound and you can frame a molecular formula like this. But the important step is you have to remember the name of the polyatomic ion and their respective valencies. Also, most of all the elements what all are coming into your chapter, you have to remember their combining capacities, their valencies, will they make positive ion or negative ion. These all things you need to remember. It will be helpful while you are balancing an equation.